Welcome back to the show. Now it's time for an update on what's happening with the property market around Australia. Charles Tarbey is sunning himself somewhere around the world, and so we're joined by Jane Wilkinson from Century 21 Marketing.
Hi.
Good to see you again, Jane. Thanks for coming along.
Thanks for having me.
Well, let's jump straight into the charts and we'll pull up the auction clearance rates. What's happening around the country at the moment?
Sure. So the national auction clearance rates have definitely plateaued. Of course, there's certain suburbs that are powering ahead still, but overall the position is balanced, and this is something that Charles has been predicting for some time. So if we have a look at the slides, you'll see that the national auction rate is 70.8%, which is actually better than this time last year. Sydney, you're looking at 79.8%, Brisbane at 54.5%, and Adelaide is one to watch. It's actually 20% higher than this time last year, and it's sitting at 70%.
Sounds good. Now, Tom, is that what you're seeing in the market at the moment?
Yeah, what I'm seeing is that the auctions that are coming on the market, and there is big volumes coming through, and we're going to come to that chart in a moment where there's more listings coming through. And I think what's actually happening is that this excess stock means that it is taking a little bit of the heat away. The market's still good, as Jane has indicated, versus last year, but what we're seeing is this fear that there was this boom going to go on and on and on. I think that's subsiding. I think people are bringing a little bit more logic and rationale into the marketplace. So what we're seeing is healthy clearance rate, not crazy clearance rates.
And I think this is a nice place to be in the market. There's certainly some price increase, but it's not going bonkers, is it?
Absolutely. This is not 1988 where we saw prices double over a one-year period. This is strong growth, making up for 4 or 5 years that there wasn't much happening.
Exactly. Now we'll pull up the chart of homes advertised for sale, and hopefully we've got some properties coming on the market. Yep. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, there's certainly more stock on the market, but it is coming in at a higher price, which means that there's areas where the buyers need to start making adjustments. So this scenario could potentially be that there's more of a level playing field, more level buyer-seller platform. So if we take a look, this week we're at 1.82%, which is actually an increase for the 7th week in a row. But interestingly, New Zealand's quite a good one to look at as well. It's down 0.5%, but total new listings is up 7.2%.
Wonderful. Now, what were you thinking, Tom?
Yeah, well, I've got to say that News Corp this week had one of its best weeks in our real estate revenues for a very long time, and a lot's got to do with the fact that there's more stock coming in. And I think a lot of it's got to do with that this year, Easter, Anzac Day together, 1 week, everyone's pushing their stock through, so I think we're going to see a lot more stock for the next couple of weeks until we have that Easter period.
Sounds good. And now we'll pick up the rent price movements.
Sure. So Century 21 actually see that these are going to stay stable. They may potentially decrease, but obviously due to the increase in investors in the market. Sydney, you're looking at 7.51%, Perth at 18.85%, and the residential rent price movement average is 12.36% this week.
Wonderful. And we've got a bit of a delay on the graphics there, but not to worry. And just finally on the vacancy rate as well.
Sure. So Sydney is at 2.69%, Perth at 4.2%, giving us a national average of 3.59%.
Wonderful. That sounds good. And what's the general thought around Century 21? What are the agents thinking at the moment? They're pretty happy?
Yeah, I mean, I've been speaking to a lot of the franchisees this week and over nationally, and everyone's seeming quite optimistic, which is good. So hopefully exciting few months ahead.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Jane Wilkinson from Century 21, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Tom Panis, as always, good to see you.
Thank you.
And thanks for joining us this evening. We're going to be back next week. Until then, I'm Chris Gray. Good night.
The information featured in this program is general in nature and therefore should not be relied on.